G'day, Marnus. Just following up from one of the earlier questions, I know you'd much prefer to bat at 3, but, you have opened before in Shield cricket. If it was asked of you, would you be pretty confident that, you know what's required to do that job, for a test or two?
Look, whatever the team needs, I think that's our job as cricketers. It's about making sure we're doing what's best for the team, and if the team needs me to open, then that's what we'll do. But we'll just have to wait and see how things pan out with a few other moving parts currently. But like I said, it's a team sport and it's about winning games. And if that's our best way to win games, that's what we'll do.
As a friend and a teammate, have you reached out or have you been speaking to Joe Burns recently? You got a feel for him, I suppose. I guess the run of outs he's had, and he's obviously putting everything into it, and it's just not quite working for him at the moment.
Yeah, I spoke to Joe a couple of nights ago, and he's going right. I think he's, we've all been there where you just want it so badly, you want the runs, and like you said, a few innings isn't a judgment on a player's ability and how he's going. I think I've got full faith in Joe that if he's selected, he'll be right to go. He's a man for big moments and getting into contests. So look, I said I really hope he gets some runs in the second innings and just sort of quiets everything down. But yeah, like I said, he's a very good player.
Just wondering if you got much of a chance to watch last night of India, or were you training, I guess, but have you seen the highlights, and is it sort of what you expected from them with the pick ball under lights?
I saw the wickets and I saw a little bit of the game sort of in the late evening. But yeah, look, there's nothing. We know that when it gets a little bit darker and at night, it can be slightly tougher to bat. But that's just part of the game. It's part of the day-night game. It's part of what everyone enjoys about day-night cricket is the changing in the game and the changing of how we play and the slightly tactical differences in the game than normal Test cricket. Look, it's exciting. It's always exciting when you're playing against the best, against very good bowling attacks. So it's going to be good.
Just I know we're talking about different roles of the bat, but obviously last summer you did have to get through a bit of work with the ball. If Cam or if Cam doesn't play or Cam doesn't overcome a concussion, do you sort of expect to be doing a fair bit of bowling again, at least early on this summer?
Well, I mean, it's no different than what we've been playing with the last 4 or 5 series. I've been the fifth bowling option for the last 5 series. So it's no different than in any other Test match I've played. So for me, it's just making sure that like I said, I'm always ready to bowl and I like the opportunity when I do get the bowl. So it's just a matter of making sure that when that time comes, we're ready.
Bit of a change of tact in question. I just wanted to get your thoughts on what it's like to face Starc, Cummins, Hazlewood, Pattinson in the nets, and does that sort of give you an idea of what international batsmen must be facing when they're out in the middle?
Yeah, I always say I think that's one thing that makes our batters good is that we're facing the best bowling attack session in, session out at training. And the likes of Cummins, Hazlewood, Starc, Pattinson, they're unbelievable bowlers. So for us to be able to face them every session of every training session is only making us better and preparing us better to be as good as we possibly can be at Test level.
Marnus, you guys are doing some centre wicket practice under lights at the Adelaide Oval. What was the intensity like in facing the quicks with a pink new ball?
The intensity is always up when especially when you're on the centre wicket at Adelaide Oval, under lights, pink ball coming down. The beans were running a little bit. It was quite nice to get back into that feeling of excitement and sort of maybe a bit of nerves and just getting ready and getting in there. It was great. It was a good session. The intensity was nice and high, and it was it felt really good.
How do you describe this Indian bowling attack, comprising the lights of Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Umesh Yadav, and how are you mentally prepared to face them coming Thursday under lights? How can you throw some light on your preparations and the overall Indian attack in general?
Like I said, that's we're obviously prepared. International cricket, you see a lot of the same bowlers. We played Bumrah in the one-dayers, and especially that last one-dayer, he really ramped it up and he bowled very well. And I think for us, it's just, we know who we're coming up against and we know who we're playing. And for us, it's just making sure that we're really focused and understand, what the bowlers are doing. And I think, we know which bowlers we're playing and just got to make sure we prepare accordingly.
Just going back to Joe Burns, do you want to bat alongside him?
Yeah, like I said, he's my Queensland teammate. He's my Australian teammate. I really like Joe, and I think I always like batting with him. We've got a really good connection. When we're batting, running between wickets and that sort of calling and making sure we're really on the same page with that. So yeah, I hope so.
Do you expect both the teams to go with 4 fast bowlers for this test in Adelaide?
I don't know what India will do. And I also don't know our team, but we traditionally have gone with the 3 fast bowlers and a spinner for probably the last all the tests I've played. So I can't see us veering from that. But, obviously with the likes of Cameron Green in the squad, that definitely adds a bowling dimension to our side that can be, really nice.
Which is the toughest and easiest time to bat in a day-night game, Marnus, if there is such a thing?
I think it's definitely, in the daytime, it seems to be that the ball doesn't do as much. It can be sometimes harder to see the pink ball during the daytime, where at nighttime, I think it's easier to see, but there's a little bit more movement out there. So that's just, like you said, the little things about day-night cricket that's a little bit different, but very excited for the challenge. Day-night games are always really good, and especially here at Adelaide Oval, they're beautiful spectacle.